y'all. Oh hey, it's urban. First of all, JB is dusty AF. I'm trying to remember that y'all can see me. See, I'm sitting on my. They can see me.
Oh my! I just had a moment. I was smiling. I was like, "Look, that's it."
First of all, we know your fronts are beautiful. Well, we know
I
your
was,
fronts are
I
beautiful.
was like, "Look, okay, that's all."
I'll be. I have some fronts too soon.
Eh. Oh, I'm JB. She said my name, and you are drinking
Oh,
a
see,
Pepsi.
but y'all see how he didn't listen because as soon as we started, I said, "Oh hey, it's me, Urban Laughter." Said my
Mm,
name from the gun. Get it out the way. Was done with it
because I was
already.
still like this. I was like, "You can, your turn. You
Mm,
can
mm,
go,
mm.
go."
Can I
All
use
right.
this
Well, this.
opportunity to say that even though today our episode is about sex, I literally have a shirt that says "On your balls will thank you." The irony
And it
of it
will.
all. It wasn't
That'll
even
help you.
intentional.
That'll help you. Well, not you, but them guys. If you need to clean up down there, that'll probably improve your sex life. Nobody's trying to get those little stray hairs in the mouth if that's what you're doing. But this is the rude urban truth.
Did y'all hear him? Like, wait, hold on, wait a minute. Let's
Mm.
DVR real life.
Oh, y'all
Let's
gonna
take a
probably see
second.
Bay walk in at some point coming from work. He's gonna walk in. He's gonna walk over there. He's gonna go back there, and then he's gonna come back over here, and then
Y'all
he's
gonna
probably
see what
gonna
I
then
see
leave.
all the time. It's okay. Oh, hold on,
Yeah.
because my bang right now is You know who that
What
is?
is that?
Cousin It.
Oh. I
Let
was
me stop.
not ready
No,
for the whoo.
no, I gotta wash my hair because I don't know what cousin It be talking about, but everybody be understanding me. Well, at least Morticia do. But I think that's her cousin. But no, I'm joking. I got my bang, which they it's not curled right now, but they did fix. Y'all had a
Mhm.
Beyonce bang. I can tell y'all finally. I had already told JB this. Y'all, when that lady cut my bang, she's like, "How's your bang?" I said, "It's fucked up." I think I told them this already about the bang, didn't I? I'll leave it
I
alone.
think you mentioned. I don't know if you went into detail. I can't remember, but stories are always better when you say them and people can see you as you're doing them because they just become
Y'all.
so much more
Because y'all
entertaining.
should have seen my face. She's all like, she pushed it down. She's like, the bang okay? I was all like, no. Girl, did you see this? It was like back hair. I was like, oh, not y'all ruining my clothes. Not y'all ruining my closure like this.
Now she's sending you out of the
No.
salon looking like me.
Child, I said, not me looking like this. I'm all like, girl. And this bang season, y'all know I love a good bang. All y'all know me. Every fall and winter, what do I have? A bang. Even before that was a little
Mhm.
thing, I had a bang. I was looking
Are
at
you
my
going to be
Instagram picture.
wearing
She's
your
like,
bonnet this winter? That
it's
way we can be
sitting.
like, ha ha.
Oh, you talking about gray?
Yeah, they were right.
Child, I already wore it to work with the black
Oh,
and white shirt, same little look, red lip.
did anybody give you that?
Oh, first of all, New Yorkers are way more appreciative of it. They were all like, "Oh, fit, yes, we love it." Two people, homie, two. I was like, okay, noted, noted. The
Oh, I
same
love
vibe.
it. I love it. I love it. But yes. Well, life has been pretty tough for both of us lately, so
Babe,
we are recording this later than we normally do, but we are here and we are letting you see us because you haven't seen us in a while.
that's the only reason I agreed to this recording
Hmm.
because I
And I
wanted to
was
get
okay
all.
with it because I shaved my beard yesterday, so
Of
I'm
course,
like
you did.
on
I
your
wanted to get a little
understanding.
spruced up, but then I was like, you know what?
Mhm.
I am a human being. I'm not curated. I'm so tired of curated content. Y'all gotta get this is me. This is me in the
Mhm.
house. Sweatpants
This is
on,
her. That is her.
chilling. Yeah, listen, I did a service by taking the bonnet off. JB didn't see me in many a days. We didn't record it. The bonnet is heavy. It'd be like,
Hmm.
oh, and it'll
Be
stay
over there
on.
looking just like a Plinko bag, but we'll be
Don't blink up.
recording.
Don't blink.
You know how Plinko, they be like, let me shake up the chips
Yeah,
real
so I
quick.
was clicking. Ladies, y'all know how you be. I got the jumbo, so for my braids. But sometimes I put the jumbo on when I first married them, so the curls could like sit in them. So I hit the jumbo. I do a little pineapple, and if my pineapple falls down, it falls into the jumbo. There's plenty of
Mm-mm.
space. Black women, y'all know the vibe.
Mm-mm-mm. Well, we are here. We are back. Another
We are
episode.
back. We are back.
And
Some
as
niggas.
always, look, here she go. As always, well, generally, before I would say that, but now I can actually do like this, and you know that the button's down there. If you're not subscribed, subscribe with the button down there. And that's on YouTube. And if you are listening on a streaming platform, definitely subscribe on whatever streaming platform that is. If you're not following us on social media, follow us on Facebook and Instagram at the Rude Urban Truth Podcast, Twitter at Rude Herb Truth Pod, and check out the website, therudeurban truth.com, which we have not updated in a very long time, but we've been busy, y'all. We've been busy. So, with that all said, Urban Laughter, do you have a rude quote of the week this week?
I do have one. It is from one of my favorite pages. It's really the page is called Niggas Be Hoes, okay? That's the name of the page. But they got little funny witty quotes. And the thing is this. Girl, get you a boyfriend this winter because your room can't keep sounding like a barbershop every night.
Ooh.
I'm sorry. You did not have to do that. You did not have to go like some clippers.
And then I did it all hard. My head over here shaking and stuff.
When you did it, I instantly thought when I first read it, I instantly thought like, oh, not clippers. I was like, oh, not the barber shop every night.
Oh,
But
that
yeah,
guy
lock it
Zay
down, lock it
excited.
down.
He down here
Lock
trying
it
to
down,
jump
but
up
at the
on
same
camera.
time, don't let these boys use you for your apartment because they also said no in the Bible did it say that Eve paid Adam's rent. Oh,
Okay,
has it?
so he wanted to make an appearance because he got really excited because we were laughing. So
Hey
there's Zay.
Zay,
Hey, you.
y'all know
Now
they
you
ain't
get
let
to
me
get back
dog
down.
Zay since that last time.
No, y'all. She left my dog in the car while she was getting her nails done.
Y'all, first of all, it was the hood. Y'all know who they ain't gonna take no little designer dog like Zay. Like it was
No, because
okay,
they
and
be
I could
getting
see.
some of the women
First
be
of
getting
all,
like
this is
Pomeranians and stuff and
just so
Yorkies.
y'all know, Destiny can't hold water. Just so anybody was wondering, Destiny can't hold no water. Secondly, I was so close to where I was getting my pedicure at. Zay was fine. I could see him and everything. He was okay. He had
Like
snacks.
she
The
can
music was
barely
up.
see over the windshield, and she talking about being able to see this dog in the car.
He was fine. I knew he was okay. Child of raising kids. I raised you, and you turned out
Oh,
fine.
oh,
You all right?
I don't know. I'm in therapy.
I'm in therapy. I raised you, and you all right? You fine? I
I'm
should have recorded
alright.
in my living room because I wanted y'all to see the Empire State Building behind me, like a slight, like, oh, look at the view.
Come on,
But
flex.
okay, slight flex because it's a rental. You know, slight flex only because it's a rental. I like, but do you own it? Oh, I don't. I don't.
I don't. I don't. All right, y'all. So let's go ahead and move into Black Magic. I have two this week, just
Joe's.
because we had two queens that got honored this week. Miss
Oh, Joe's.
Regina
Joe's.
King and Miss Missy Elliott. They both were finally honored with stars on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
Yo, you know they pay for the Hollywood Walk of Fame. They got to pay for
hmm
that.
hmm
Like, how you gonna put
But
me
it's
on
like
a?
it's almost like someone has to nominate them for it, but then also someone has to pay for it. It's interesting. I don't quite understand how it becomes as prestigious as it's supposed to be because of the process. But when you got people like Regina King, Missy Elliott, other people like Janet Jackson, Michael Jackson, I think Destiny's Child has a star, like all these people, I mean, it's worth still honoring, but
I
I'm
mean,
not
it's
sure if I'm
worth
gonna
it.
pay. They put my star on the ground.
Y'all know how I get. I'm be all like, a fee.
What? So Regina King finally got her star. She started acting at 14 years old because if y'all remember, she was on 227. I actually remember that.
Just a little
So,
bit.
and then she started getting into movies. People know her for Boys in the Hood. I know her specifically for Poetic Justice, but she was also in Higher Learning, and she's literally taken off now as an adult. Like she's in her 40s now, but she's like, I feel like I'm seeing her in so many more things now. Like she's finally being recognized as the actress that she is. She killed it in Watchmen. Like everybody who watched the Boondocks knows she played both of the kids. She was in If Bill Street Could Talk. She has the
If
new.
Bill Street could talk, she was the mom.
She's also in that new thing that's on Netflix coming up with the Cowboys. It's her, Idris Elba, Jonathan Majors. What was it
Y'all know
called? The
Jonathan.
Harder They Fall. The Harder They Fall. It premieres on in 2 days. It premieres when this episode drops. If you're watching this or listening to this, go to Netflix because it'll be at that time that this movie will be out there. But it premiered in like at like a film festival, and it's been getting pretty good reviews. But I'm not shocked because you got Regina King, Jonathan
Okay.
Majors, who's amazing. And if you don't know who that is, he was in Lovecraft Country. He's in Loki as a villain, and he's amazing. Then you got Idris, who still gets people's panties wet just because he speaks. And like, there's so many other people. The whole cast is just black. Lakeith Stanfield is in it, so you know it's a lot of good stuff there. But she got hers, and Missy Elliott finally got hers. Missy Elliott has been killing it forever. She's responsible for some of
Yeah.
the biggest hits that have ever been released.
And
She's
just putting
just
women in
now
rap
getting it.
on in general. Like she's really like a
Yes.
boss, like
There was a
a
point where she was
genuine
literally
boss.
like the only real, like, consistent female rapper out.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, she's dope. There's no one out there, even still to this day, who creates music videos like she does. Her music videos are an experience. They're always very unique. They're always
Yo,
colorful. There's so much
always
imagination
some
in
ill
them.
choreography.
Dope. She was one, like, that was one thing that I remembered about her when I was growing up. Like, I remember seeing the Rain music video, and I'm sitting there and I'm like, yo, she dancing. And then, like, Sock It To Me and them came out, and I'm like, Hit 'Em With a Heat, all of them came out, and I'm like, dude, she is dancing. She is dancing. One, you don't see that in rap that much. Two, you saw it from a girl, like, at that time, Missy was a big girl, but she was
Yeah, move.
moving.
Okay, the female heavy D with it. Okay,
She was killing it. So, like, I love seeing that she's finally getting the recognition that she deserves. It took forever for her to get the Video Vanguard Award for MTV, when we know that there's no one out there who makes a female that makes any videos like her. The closest
yeah, no,
male
that's
to it
true.
was Busta Rhymes, because Busta Rhymes had those
Yeah,
real eclectic music videos too.
they mentioned those two doing a versus, and of
Yeah,
course, men
yeah.
are like, Missy can't match his energy. Why
But
can't she?
she Missy can match anybody's energy. She got more
Okay,
energy than half of these people. Her energy definitely comes out in her music. Like, y'all better stop playing. But again,
okay.
just highlighting
Hello,
these queens.
I love this because I was looking for affection. Go ahead, and I decided to go. You're not going. I raised to love that video. As soon as I would hear, as
I
soon as
was
I
just
would hear
watching
that
to see
part.
what key you were going to be in, and if I was going to
No,
go
because
up or
I
not.
decided to go.
Because
You
I
gotta
moved
take it
with
up.
you.
As soon as I heard that, I was looking for a I'm like, oh, okay. And you decided
Mhm.
to, we need to put that on. Y'all can't, we gonna get
Oh,
sued because I
that.
feel like this is like fair use.
I don't know. They might snatch it from YouTube. We gonna
Oh, they've been
stop
tearing us up
here.
on Instagram, y'all. Every time we turn around, Sunny done pull some of ours off. This
Right.
belongs.
And it'd be
I
stuff from
said
like years ago. Like, no. Like, I had some stuff
they
pulled
took
off of my personal
Johnny
Instagram page like
Hathaway's this
6 years
Christmas.
ago. They need
Somebody
to get off.
wait. Let me find out one of y'all reporting us because that could why they on our pages randomly like that.
Well, I think they scanning it because a lot of people were reporting that a lot of their posts were starting to get flagged out of nowhere. I had a post
Okay.
from 7 years ago get flagged, and it was me singing in the car.
Wow. And we know you can't sing, so you ain't.
First of all,
Again, I
you
was
see,
looking
I'm
for
taking you around.
affection.
First of all, but like I was saying, shout out to Regina King, Missy Elliott, for being honored on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, and for all of the contributions they've made to the industry, because they have been killing it, and I love them both. So, all right, are you ready to move into Rude Talk?
Root talk, root talk. And today,
Y'all,
mm, mm, mm,
we
mm,
talking about
mm,
sex
mm,
today.
mm, 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 mm,
We talking
mm,
about
mm,
sex today.
mm, mm, mm,
Now, don't think we about to be out here like
mm,
talking about
mm,
people busting
mm,
the wide
mm,
open and stuff. We ain't
mm,
going like
mm,
that,
mm.
but you'll see. So,
Y'all heard my
because that
background
is,
though?
mhm.
Okay.
So because this is the topic for today, it only made sense that I found rude news articles that were about it as well. So we'll start off. My
Before we
first
start though, can I
article.
just say I like when you pick themes because this is like really well organized.
Yeah, if she look at, we have a document, y'all, and the document is very broke down. Yeah, I did
Yeah,
good
it's
with this.
real, but it's a very nice. I'm liking this. I'm like, yes,
Mhm.
JB, bring the thing. We love a good theme.
We
It's a
do.
sex party.
Okay.
That should be our title. It's a sex party.
Well, that's funny because this first article we're going to talk about, I named this. Sounds like it's time for a sexy party. From Family Guy. With
Yeah.
Stewie. Yeah. Okay, sorry. Right. So this article it says this sex-starved couple took advantage of COVID rules, easing by attending orgies. So just yeah. So that's what's happening. This article is from the UK. I think they seem to be a bit more in touch with sex and sexuality over there. They have TV shows where they just have all the parts just out there showing. We would never get that here in the United States. But it says over there, scrolling on down, basically there's like a group of people, specifically some of these swingers, that they had to take a little vacation or some time away from having sex with multiple people like they would, and they started to like try to make things a bit more intimate. They started doing like secret sex parties every night.
Oh,
This article
nightly.
says Sarah, but it didn't comma, not her real name. Says
That's
that the
not her
scene
real
is
name.
huge and is kept underground. And they talk about how this is like this everywhere. Like in Dublin, they say that the scene is big in Mount Marion, Killiney, and Dalkey. Someone said I have been to at least 40 swingers parties in Mount Marion in several different houses. First of all, I
Oh,
did not realize that the swinger community was that big. But wait, have you seen the new season of You?
not
We
yet.
gotta talk about it. Hurry up, because there's a swinger thing in there. Ugh. I wanted to
Wait,
talk
tell me
about it.
Joe ain't swinging.
You have to watch it and
Because
see
I
what
just can't
plays
imagine
out.
Joe. Oh, I pulled down my pants. He all shy and awkward. Like he ain't shy, but yeah, let me see. I've been trying to keep
But
up
yeah,
with Insecure and
you have
Curb
to
Your
catch up.
Enthusiasm.
Yeah, you have to catch up. But apparently, there's a myth that at these parties they use car keys in a fishbowl. Like, I guess you just reach in, and then whoever keys they are is the person that you're gonna be moving off with.
That how sex parties work?
Um,
Who's been to a
I
sex party? Tell
guess
me.
I have not. That's not
Actually,
really come up.
nah, one of my homeboys has been to one. I'm definitely gonna ask him, like, yo, you be dropping your keys in a bowl? He with the
Is it
shits.
the homeboy?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I want to
Why you
know
have
too. Give me all the details because remember you said
okay?
he dropped something and he was like he just did that. He dropped
But
it.
but he's not shy. He'll give us the tea. He'll be
Oh
like,
yeah, I
yo,
want all the tea.
this
Hmm.
is what sex parties
Give
are
it
like. Cause
all of
he's
that.
with it. Yeah, I'm about to tell him, like, yeah, let me
But
tell me a little bit about
but
this.
yeah, I
What's this
didn't
like?
realize this community was so big. But they were talking about how okay, so this fishbowl thing is not a thing anymore. The Sarah revealed that the upmarket champagne and I'm poor. What kind of party is this? Canapes, canapes, Canapes. I don't know.
Schnapps?
Whatever that,
No,
but
no, the
those
schnapps is
parties
SCH.
they often include games, especially card games. So that's how they're matching up now. It's like it sounds like it's a bit more natural. Like, oh, we're gonna talk and we have a good time. But yeah, I didn't realize it was that big of a thing. But apparently during
I know
pandemic,
this is not
it
black
got
people
huge.
because card games are not a way to meet. It's a good way to
Can you
induce
imagine
stress.
you doing that with spades?
Right. That's
You
why I
just
said card games about people. Imagine being naked trying to be amicable during tonking spades.
right.
Like,
Yeah, right. That's
no.
not gonna happen. In fact,
That's why I know
somebody's
they're
gonna
not
get
black.
beat up or they're gonna
Right.
get sent home.
Somebody's
It's
going to
just
get
not gonna
stubbed
work.
naked. Somebody's going to get stabbed naked.
Right. I believe that.
It's a
I
source
believe
of
that.
stress. It's a source of stress.
Right. Well, the second art I found, I named Winter is Coming. Get it? Winter
But the
is.
way he spelled, y'all,
Yeah.
he just smut.
So, this particular article said that a couple was caught by police in the early hours having sex in a car on the coldest night in 26 years.
They might be doing it to warm up.
These people said that it was at 2 a.m. They found this couple doing it in their car. The temperature had dropped to minus 22 degrees Celsius. What is that in Fahrenheit?
I don't know. That's brick though.
Let's see. In Fahrenheit, that's negative 7.6 degrees.
Yeah, I can see that.
So it says,
Trying to keep warm.
no, I'm not. No, get in the house. Get in the house. Like, why would you go out into your car and try to do it in your car when it's that cold outside? Like, what? And
That's nasty.
you gotta walk through the cold to get to your car. Well, I don't know
I'm
if
like,
they were charged
where
with
you been?
anything, but they were warned about breaching any like lockdown laws. I guess they had, during periods like that, they try to keep people safe. Don't be out there in this
Y'all,
weather at a certain amount of time because you might not make it. But these
but
people out
y'all,
here trying to bust it wide open in negative 7 degree weather.
but not the Tavistock police tweeting some hot shit. Here what they gonna say. They gonna say fornicating under the stars on the moors may seem like this year's latest rom-com, but it is not an essential journey and certainly breaks social distancing guidelines. Please continue to abide by COVID-19 legislation to help prevent the spread of COVID.
I can't, but and then they removed it. They should have
Yeah,
left it
they
there.
did. They should have
They
left it
should have
there.
left it
They
there.
should have left it there. Y'all wasn't really about that life. Y'all should have left it up.
Somebody said when they first posted it, people were commenting like somebody said, "In this weather, makes you proud to be British."
I mean, for
Like
me, I was thinking they trying to warm up.
I'm just thinking it's too cold for that. Get in the house. Do it under some covers. It is too cold. Can you imagine they finish and it just stuck in the air? Like
Knock it off.
I'm just
I was thinking
saying.
more about freezing,
That's
like
what I'm saying. You know how
like
water when
literal
it's too
icicles.
cold, it
Mm-hmm.
gets frozen. I'm like,
Yeah,
you finish and it is just frozen. It's not
it's a design.
right. Okay, so this last article, I actually thought was actually pretty interesting. Not really funny per se, but I'm asking, is this an effective way to get consent? So there is a company in Argentina that has developed new packaging for their condoms. In order to open the condoms, two people have to open them. It requires four hands to be on the actual box to open the box, and they feel like if you're going through this amount of work, then the person is it's another way to consent, another way to remind you like, yo, if we're gonna be doing you need them to say, okay, yes, we're gonna do it. Because you need four hands to do it.
Right, I get what they're saying, but a lot of people who drink and don't want to use their four hands, you smell that? You smell it? It's chlamydia in the air. It's chlamydia. It's on the rise. It's in the air because ain't nobody waiting no four hands to make some. I mean, I get what they're doing. Though. I do like the idea of it, and I don't have anything better. I ain't gonna hold you. I have no better idea. So shout out to them. I'm just thinking about a Casamigos Henny night, and you ready to get down, and like you just was like, you know what? I'm gonna get this Plan B. I'm gonna pop it like an M&M.
Oh.
He don't feel like holding the hands because for it's easier. You know, the two they sometimes they one handed. You know, you get there, they y'all know that. Am I doing too
I,
much
I
motion? You see me
I
biting and
can't.
rolling it down. I was
I
biting,
can't.
but they could one handed though. They could. Okay,
I'm
you
not.
know
I'm
what? It's a
not.
little bit too far.
But
That
so
make that's not
yeah,
necessary. Okay, I was gonna try to clean it up, but it's no way.
it's done. What's done
Yeah,
is
we
done.
just leave
So
it.
in this,
Yeah.
I was watching the video and it shows how you have to use your hands to actually open the box. The box has pressure points around it, so you have to be able to push the pressure points to open the box.
Oh, okay, like a safety seal.
So basically,
I
like
still smell the
they
chlamydia in
they
the
put it
air.
in place because I guess the STI rate over there is getting really high. They're like, okay, one, we need to encourage people to use condoms, so they're giving these away free basically everywhere.
Oh,
But two, they're making sure that if you are going to be having sex, that you need to be getting consent from the person that you're going to be having sex with too. So I thought it was interesting.
that
Um,
is.
but yeah, I wonder if they have something like that over here. I know they have condoms nowadays that actually will change colors, I believe, based off of whether or not the person you're having sex with has an STI. Like it
Not like
changes color.
like them pools where you pee and it turns red. Y'all remember
Yeah.
his kids? And we was at a pool, and I won't name any names, but somebody I know close had peed in the
Hmm.
pool, and the little red was behind him. At first, I'm all like, "Is this?" You know, I'm thinking it's a cycle. I'm like, "Oh, she on." Oh no, she's peeing in the. Oh, I'm ready to get out. Like it's piss. Get out.
Yeah.
No, not it changing color. Yo, imagine having sex with somebody and it turns green like a Mr. Yucksticker. You think it's about to go down and you just see it sooner like, remember the Mr. How the Mr.
I can't. I
Oh,
absolutely can't.
this
Okay.
is
Well,
absolutely delicious.
okay. All right. So I'm done with the news. I did find some opinion pieces though that I want to get your opinion on. So the first one I'm calling,
Um,
when you're not here, I wear all your lingerie. So
did you?
yeah, so
Mm,
this one, okay, so the person they write is to this person named Colleen. It's kind of like the Ask Abby, I think is what it's called over here in the United States. This is over in the UK though. So this person said, I've seen letters from your page from men who like to cross dress, but never imagined I might be in the same situation with my own husband. I'm in my 30s and have been married for 6 years, and we don't have children. I suppose that over the years, I suspected he might be hiding something from me as he'd go through periods of being distant. But I thought it might be down to work stress or even an affair. Then a couple of weeks ago, I was having a clear out as we're moving house soon, and I found some women's lingerie that isn't mine among my husband's things. It wasn't new, so I knew it wasn't as meant as a gift for me. As soon as he came home that night, I confronted him and he got really upset, saying he wasn't having an affair, but that he likes to wear women's lingerie and it's something he's done in private for years. He claims he's not confused about his sexuality. He knows he's straight and he loves me and that he's not transgender. I always thought I'd be cool about something like this, but it feels as if their entire relationship is a lie. What do you think she should do?
mm, I mean, we gotta open up in these bedrooms, but I also feel like he lying. Like, what? You tried it. You got jammed up because you didn't kept somebody's panties and did something crazy, some Joe type shit, and now you're talking about, oh, I dress up in it in private, and it's between. Sis, you even thought he was downright having an affair. He was probably saying because this side chick broke up with him and all he got to the lingerie. But if he is into the lingerie, I mean, and he told you what type of time you on, I mean, I don't know. I feel
So
like if
how
it's big,
do you
that
think you
relationship
could?
toxic. Like for me, yeah, man, I'm listen. Wouldn't tell y'all. Y'all would know. Okay, I'm with it.
Mhm.
Okay, it'd be just between. It's just us two here. What's up? Fuck
I
it.
always
Let's
say like you're doing stuff with your partner. Like if you can get
yo.
that comfortable, you're doing this stuff with your partner.
Hello. First of all, let's have a fashion show because I got some shit too. I got some Riri collection. Bet
Not let's
selfies.
do a have a fashion
Bet.
show.
Oh, you put off the garters? Say less. I got some lace. Hold up. I'll be outfitting you, putting on little pieces and stuff, and then there will be men who aren't strong enough. And like, oh, I ain't doing that. That's for women. Nah, get sex for me. And then matter of fact, strip for me. Pull it off slowly on your man chest. Pull it
Not
off.
on your man just.
Yes. But yeah, no. Certain things that just are done in private, like weird kinks, all that stuff. Yo, get comfortable because it's just us two. It's me and you.
Yeah,
Like,
that's what I think. I'm like you having a conversation now.
but I
Would
don't.
it catch me
I
off
think he's
guard in the
lying.
beginning? Yes, I think I would be
Yeah,
completely caught off guard because it's been so long and I didn't know anything about it.
it's
But I'm a very firm believer in when it comes to sex that you need to be very open and honest about the things that you like because it could open up so many more conversations and so many other things that you guys can do with each other. It builds a
hmm
certain level of trust that makes you feel more open to more stuff because the best sex is usually with someone that you can kind of trust to handle you the way you're supposed to be handled.
no
So
inhibitions. Also, it's giving me
mhm.
Patrick that time he had on them fishnets on SpongeBob with them boots. I know y'all know what I'm talking about. But I also think this man is lying. I think this man is lying. Because you know what
Yeah,
I
I
do?
think so too.
You could tell somebody been wearing it, and I'd be like, put it on. Put it
I, mean,
on.
well, I guess you can always see if it's like stretched out.
Hmm. And if it's a
So
man, I was gonna say the ball part, but not necessarily. So,
mm.
and when you been washing it? When you been washing it?
He throwing
Hmm?
it in his drawers. I hope.
Child.
Okay, so next article. I'm just gonna call drunk or not, I'll beat your ass.
Okay then.
So they said the other night my husband and I went out for dinner to a local pub with two other couples who we've known for years. It was the first time any of us had been out for months, and because of the lockdown, obviously. So spirits were high and lots of spirits were consumed too. I see what she did there. I was driving, so only had one glass of wine, but everyone else got plastered. At one point, one of the women grabbed my husband to go outside the tent to smoke a cigarette. I ended up following a couple minutes later, and as they left the lighter on the table, okay, had to figure out what she was trying to say. When I saw them, this woman was touching my husband and leaning into him while he stood there like a lemon. She was clearly making a play for him, and when she saw me, she pulled away and went back to the table. I didn't say anything that night, and then she texted me the next day to apologize and made the excuse that she was drunk and hoped I'd forget about it and that we could still be friends. My husband is a bit amused by the whole thing, but said he didn't think it was worth making a big deal out of. It's playing on my mind though, and I feel hurt that she would behave like this with my husband when we're supposed to be friends. What do you think? Am I making it too much of a thing?
Oh, honey, honey. She's like, what was my point of view? I don't know. I was in the back of the patrol car. I couldn't tell you. I was in the patrol car, so I can't really tell you what happened exactly. Y'all know my choose violence switch is always on green. Like always. I'd about like, unhand him. No, it's just start screaming.
Right.
No. But I'm torn between alcohol because I have seen people do some wild stuff off alcohol that they genuinely did at me. But then there's also sayings like, "Oh, a drunken tongue speaks a sober man."
My
Where
thing
people,
is this: she was so drunk, but when she saw the wife, she wasn't drunk enough to ignore that she was there. She saw the wife and leaned back away from him. To me, you weren't too drunk because you would have still been drunk, but you sobered
mm,
up for a minute when sis popped up.
but you tried to smoke a cigarette without a lighter, and not you dragging my husband. We got
Mm-mm.
a thing going on. Me and me. No, I do. You got to be careful. I told you what the old heads around me say. The older women in my life, I always say, honey, you only know when around your man.
Hmm.
And it ain't about your. Remember we had the whole episode about who you trust and your friends and leaving around. Mm-mm. Nope.
Yeah, so
I've never
I
had any
feel
of my
like
friends
that would have
drunkenly
ended
get
a
on my
different
dude.
way.
Yeah, actually, I've never had none of my friends drunkenly be on my dude, but I've also never had my friends drunk around my guy.
Around the
Me and him get
dude.
drunk together. You want to drink? You drink with me. You drink with me. You drink with me and your mom. That's it. You drink with
Sometimes you
us.
don't need to be with your mom, but that's that's something
Yeah,
else.
because my ex's mom could put us under a table, child. She been got us put out of somewhere.
Okay, so this next one I'm calling
Well, wait, what
chocolate
did you think?
strawberry.
You
Oh
ain't
no,
even say what you.
I told you what I thought. It was in the title. Drunk
Oh,
or not, I'll beat your ass.
oh, you did. So you also chose violence. Yeah, that's what I said. It was like it was. I seen in the article it said, "What's your point of view?" Can't tell you from the patrol car.
And then
I
she
was
need to check him too because he didn't stop her.
yeah, because he went out
Let's
there with
not
her.
forget that part.
Right, we're not
So
going to forget that part. I was going to say because he knew she didn't have a light either, so y'all wasn't going to smoke no damn cigarette. They might already be having an affair, low key. They
that's
was
what I
just getting
was
a little
thinking
brazen
too.
that night
Ain't
because
gonna
they had a
lie.
little liquid courage.
Hmm. Anyway, this next one is being called chocolate, strawberry, vanilla. Sounds very innocent. This person says, I'm a woman in my 40s and feel frustrated when it comes to sex with my husband. I love him and still fancy him. Remember, we're in the UK. Fancy him like mad, but sex is very routine and I want more. I feel there's something missing, but find it hard to bring it up with him. I think we've both got lazy. Sex isn't high on the agenda anymore, and we usually do it late at night when we're tired, so not much effort is put into it. What can I do to make it better? I don't want to be anywhere near him. I don't want to be anywhere near him right now. I want him to leave for a while so I can get my head straight, but he doesn't want to. What? Hold on, girl. How? What? How did we jump to like say this isn't good? I don't want him anywhere near me right now.
But she went that I fancy him still. So whoa, wait, wait. Here's
Yes.
my thing. My good sis said, "What did she say? Oh, I feel like there's something missing, but find it hard to bring it up with him because when it comes to your sex life, baby, you don't say you do.
No.
You don't know nothing. You do. You do. You spice it up. Y'all keep having sex when you're tired. That's when you catch him while he's at work. Sex him right out of his Air Max 95s. That's what you do. You been with the Air Max 95s? See, I should be a sex expert. Like, you see, I got this down
Okay.
pat. She
Did you
talking
used
about
to
how to
watch?
bring it up to him. I'm gonna
Did you
bring it
watch
up, girl. Do
what is it? Talk Sex with Sue. Did you watch that show back in the day?
that old nasty woman. I mean, she's not really nasty, but she is with it.
She knew what
Like,
she was doing.
I see some snippets. I was really, really young. I haven't like went back and tried because I know there's a lot available on YouTube, but I know she was
Mhm.
with it.
Oh, she was. I learned some stuff from her, which is actually sad, and that leads me into the next segment.
Not you with the
'Cause
power moves.
let's talk about sex. When
Baby,
did your
let's talk
parents have
about
a conversation with you about sex? And what's that
indeed.
conversation rooted in fear? Like, were they trying to
Okay.
scare you out of it, or were they really like informing you?
You know, my mom was really informing. She
Mm-hmm.
talked to all of us about it. She gave my brothers condoms. She took me to get birth control when I told her first had sex. And at first, the doctors were like, "Oh, you're encouraging her to have sex." And she was like, "I'm not encouraging her to have sex. She's already done it. I want her to be safe and smart about it." Because my
Mm-hmm.
mom worked at a nonprofit where she worked with a lot of teen moms, and a lot of the girls were my age. And my mom said it wasn't going to be me. And here we are later. It wasn't me. But
Mm-hmm.
my mom was real big on sex education. It was definitely uncomfortable because I knew this was happening for this episode. I did talk to her and asked her, like, like, did you talk to? I was like, what made you understand that you could talk to us about sex? And she was like, it wasn't even about understanding. I knew I had to talk to y'all so that you could make smart decisions and the right decisions. It didn't help my little brother none. He still had a baby at 17. Hence why I have a 13-year-old niece and my brother just turned 30. So not much help on that front because apparently my little brother explored, should I say discovered raw sex early on. Got rid of
Mm-hmm.
it. But he knew the right thing to do. He's just a knucklehead. But
Mm-hmm.
maybe not knucklehead
So
because that's my
it's not
baby.
that the conversation didn't happen. It's
Yeah,
just
the
he didn't
conversation
really
happened,
adhere
right.
to some of the stuff.
Yeah, he just
Okay.
didn't exactly. He just didn't hear. But yeah, my mom said it was awkward and she said it was uncomfortable. Asked how we felt. It was uncomfortable for me too. But I was more scared to be pregnant than to not just tell my mom, like, listen, sis, I've had sex. I don't know
Mm-hmm.
what the hype is about because when you're a teenager, it's awful. I'm like, I don't know what
People
the hype
just
about.
doing.
I don't know what the hype is about, but I could not do this the rest of my life. I
Mm-hmm.
got older. I could not do it the rest of my life. I mean, I could not do it the rest of my life. But it was an uncomfortable conversation. But I had that open forum. Like now, me and my mom, we ain't homegirls. Like I don't be talking to her like, "Oh, girl, I had a D appointment," and we ain't homegirls like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
But we did have the conversation about, hey, safe practices, not letting men take advantage of you, not letting anybody touch your little private parts or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
that kind of thing. So yeah, it was awkward, and I think a lot of what drove my mom was seeing a lot of teens pregnant and she not wanting it to be us.
Mm-hmm.
That was basically what I was taking away from it. You know, my mom, she in her Newport. She's like, well, it wasn't gonna be all. You know how my mom talk. Because this is coming in at your age. That's how my mom hit the Newport. Like, this wasn't gonna be. She's like, I don't want
No,
this to
it's
be
the fact that
y'all.
you were talking like you had smoke in your,
Uh-huh.
because
That's how my mom is. Cause yeah, but yeah, my mom definitely talked to us about sex. And me and my older brother were not teen parents. My younger brother was. Again, he deviated, but shit happens.
hmm
And that's pretty much it. And I love my nieces and nephews. Those are my babies. So, but yeah,
yeah,
what about
yeah.
you?
But
Did your parents talk to you about sex, baby? Let's talk about.
my mom never said anything. As far as she never said a thing about anything, but related to that. But my dad, he did not have that conversation with me. In fact, I actually approached him about it first. I was like, I was what? How old was I? I was about to turn 18, and I was like, so, Dad, I'm very candid. I haven't turned 18. I mean, I haven't had sex yet. And he's like, and that's good. And I was like, no, I was like, but I also want to be responsible because it may happen, and I want to make sure that I am prepared. He just took that to mean that I needed condoms, so we went to the dollar store where he bought these condoms and made
Oh,
a
you was
point.
gonna have a baby anyway? Not at the dollar store.
Right.
Everything in the dollar store is defective. That's why
And
it's
then not
discounted.
not only did he'd go to the dollar store, but we get up to the counter where he has the condoms and made sure to tell the cashier that they were for me. I'm like, Daddy, what is that? Like, why do you,
Oh,
are you ashamed to be here? Like, what is happening? Like, I was really confused.
because he know
But
they discounted
the
defective.
only conversation he had with me was, "Don't make me a granddaddy." Ain't nothing else. I knew nothing. I did not know anything that was happening to me in my body. And when we had sex ed in middle school,
Yeah,
my
we had sex in middle school. That's my mom started telling me about it.
yeah, my
That
health
and like
teacher
the start of
basically
our
just
cycles.
my health teacher basically just told us to go to the bathroom and play with ourselves. So yep, that was that.
So you,
Miss Cofield said, "Y'all," because she was talking about, like, I think it was at the point where she was talking about the milk erection or whatever. And she was just like, "Yeah," and she was like, "Y'all laughing, but I'm telling the truth. Y'all go home and play with it. I bet you something gonna happen." And I was like, "Okay, well, this is weird."
this sounds like an awkward influence. growing up in the Bible Belt, masturbation.
Right.
Like,
Like this is
what?
definitely it was some
What?
weird stuff. And then the next year when I had sex ed again, or we covered it in health because it
Not
wasn't a
y'all having
class.
multiple sex ed classes.
Oh well, if you see how much people weren't listening to the things they should have learned, you would see why. But
Rolling around high school with baby bumps
this girl,
and
the
baby fat
teacher,
coats.
what's her name? Miss Wagner. Miss Wagner was informing us about pregnancy. There's a guy in class, ain't gonna say his name, but I was telling Dove Cat the other day who it was because we were dying about it. But I was like, he literally looked her in the face and said with the most serious facial expression, "So you saying if I do her in the butt, she ain't gonna get pregnant?" And my teacher literally just died. She was trying so hard to
I like
not
this.
laugh, but she's like, it was probably the innocence behind it because people were laughing, but you could see in his face he was serious. Like he really was interested in knowing that, oh, if he does that, then he doesn't have to worry about that anymore. She turned red and was dying laughing. But that was it. That was my sex ed. That was what I was taught. And that was
Our
it.
sex ed class
And
was
I didn't get taught nothing
Rochelle.
about the gay side of things.
We
So
had sex ed in middle school and high school too, and both times it was like everybody kind of paid attention, but shit, people in class had kids.
hmm
In my middle school, one girl had a baby when we was 11, another a
hmm
sixth grade. A girl had a
yeah,
baby, and another girl had a baby when we was in eighth grade. Shit, by then it's a little late for sex ed. We should have been doing
yeah,
this in fourth grade.
yeah. I knew someone who was pregnant in the sixth grade. She got pregnant again, I think, in the eighth grade, and then when she got pregnant with her third child, she dropped out. But she was getting pregnant left and right. And I don't know her circumstances. I don't know what was going on.
Yeah,
There could have been all kinds of crazy stuff happening over there. But
right. You don't know her circumstances, but you do know she's fertile
yeah.
at
So
best.
okay, so based off of the little stories that we were just hearing, the opinion pieces, how comfortable are you having conversations about sex with your partner? Are you open with saying, okay, I don't like that, I do that, I this is not, you're doing this and you're not good at that, or anything? Like how in that would you, or do you feel comfortable going having that conversation?
Okay, definitely feel comfortable. As far as my sex life, I'm more of a spontaneous girl. Just giving y'all a little glimpse. I'm definitely more spontaneous. That's why I said I do. The spontaneity has really led me to some phenomenal ladies, phenomenal results. Spontaneity, but like this is pretend this is him, pretend this is me, and it's a little bit weak. Boo! Boo! Just start booing in his ear. I'm joking. I seen that on the internet. It said, "Ladies, we not taking it no more. Just weak. Pull them close to your ear and boo." I pull them in close and boo. No, but there have
uh,
been. Y'all know I'm a
uh,
pretty bold girl, so there have been some instances where I'm all like, "Yeah," y'all know how I talk. I be like, "Oh yes, you know," like, and it could be
oh
midway, and I'll be
man.
like, "Something like, oh, what's wrong?" And it's like, "Hold on, let me show you," and shimmy around.
So, do you
Let's
think
fix it.
if your partner was like, "Yo, I don't like this," like, or something, they basically giving you negative critique, do you think you would take offense to it, or would you be like, "Okay, well, let me know what would make that better"? Like, would you actually like receive it and actually?
Critique? Honey, I'm human cocaine. Everyone knows cocaine's a hell of a drug. Have you heard anyone critique cocaine?
Some of them are
Like,
dead.
exactly. Bang, bang.
I'm
Can you
not.
hear
I
that?
can't.
Does the dead critique cocaine? Can they talk?
I can't.
Exactly. Glad you seen where I was going with this. No, I've gotten feedback. I wasn't always good. I wasn't always Rihanna, but y'all see me sweep my hair. I need to wash it. It didn't fall back in place.
Yeah,
But
this is the stiff part that I be telling y'all about. She be
it's a
like,
little oily. It is a little
and it's just
oily.
right here, just still stuck.
I'm literally gonna wash it tonight. But no, I have gotten feedback before. I did listen to it. One thing I've learned in my adult sex life and as a single woman, you can't have sex with everyone the same way. And that's where I find a lot of men mess up.
hmm
They'll have sex with one girl this way, another girl the same way, and we are not the same. We are not the same.
Mm-mm.
Some of these stuff has got wide set vaginas. Not that that matters, but you got to approach everything differently. You can't treat everything the same. You got to give
Mhm.
everything its own unique, tailored experience. And me, again, human cocaine. Everyone gets a tailored experience with me because Brianna. No, I'm joking. But no, I did realize like different lovers require different levels of attention. Some people require kissing, some people require touching, some people don't want none of that. Some people's into complete freak shit. You see me like, hey. But
Hmm.
not you looking at what you no, what you
Oh,
looking at.
I heard, I thought, you know how I be doing. I be hearing noises outside. I'm like, "Ooh, who that? Who that?
You see me
The, the
but
apartment
no.
guy that had the scandal, he moved out. So I don't
Oh,
know
the one
nothing
that was
else about
pregnant.
them. Because you know the baby was born, but then she was living with him, but then she was gone for like 2 weeks. I feel like they were already falling out by then.
Child, she didn't went to her
And then
mom.
so while he was gone, he was over here having all his friends back over. He was having the time of his life, and then they just moved out and gone to their new apartment together.
See, look at dads. I thought you were gonna say it's knocking them down like dominoes, but okay.
Mhm.
But yeah, what about you? Because yeah, I had to take critique. You have to take critique. You have to be
You
receptive to
have
it
to
too.
like.
And
I
sometimes it's
feel like,
helpful.
and that's, but you probably would get a lot more of that critique if you were deciding that you were going to try to be a bit more open with the stuff that you do, like because you're going to be venturing into a territory that you're not familiar with, and if you're
Mm-hmm.
not listening to what they are saying, then you're not going to be able to make that what it should be. Like
Mm-hmm.
so, like you, because if they saying okay, that's not good, and you still gonna keep doing it, I mean, just get on somewhere then. Like, just go somewhere, get out of my face. Like you're wasting people's time. I think that the whole thing about sex is that it's best when you go for really reading each other's body language. You're really listening to what someone is saying that they need.
This is
And
sounding a lot like making love. We're talking about
well, no, anything I don't know, but it's hard
yeah,
for
because
me because
it's giving me real sensual.
I can go get my ring, but
You see me out.
no, but a
What's your
lot of this came up
wait?
because yeah, it's over on the nightstand.
Oh, you mean your wedding ring? I was thinking about a different kind of
Yeah,
ring. My bad. I went
you
left.
know
I got
what? Okay,
too far into the sex
it's my
episode.
fault because this is the topic we on. So, okay, so question for you: have you seen the Red Table Talk stuff? Because that's a lot of what stemmed prompted this conversation. Like
No,
I had
I've
watched
been
Let's Talk,
seeing.
bro, and I watched the Red Table Talk back to back.
Okay, so I seen snippets. I didn't watch the actual episode, but I
Mhm.
heard somebody said, "Lord, if your will brings me a Jada, please keep it." That
They
pissed
need to
me off.
stop because she really didn't do. She didn't say
But then
anything.
I also seen some hoodies that said "Give me a Jada" or something like that. It's from Future. It's a corny hoodie, but I just want it
Hmm.
because that's my name.
And you know
Y'all
he
know
trying
my
to
name.
get
Most of y'all know my
on.
real name,
He trying
so
to get on Red Table Talk now.
who
He wants to
Future?
talk, he wants to sit down and talk to Jada. I was like, no, don't do that because she'll end up pregnant. Not because they did
Right,
it, but I
child.
think
Don't
if
get
you and
tangled up with
you're
Future.
close enough with him, you'll be pregnant. The only person who survived Future was Lori Harvey.
Sierra. Oh no, she got a baby
Nope.
with him. She
Hmm.
didn't come out unscathed. Yes,
I
Lori
mean, he got like
Harvey.
8 baby mamas right now. Like I
But
think
Lori's came out
Lori came
unscathed.
out unscathed. Yes.
Good for her. And she's still going with Michael B. Jordan. I thought they were dating
Mhm.
just for like a movie type thing, but they're like literally dating.
Yeah, they're
And I'm
dating.
glad.
Like,
I'm
and Sam
glad.
Harvey
Yeah.
said he actually likes him too. Like he's a
Yeah.
dope
And she
person.
like him too. Michael B.
Hmm.
Jordan seemed lit.
Hmm.
I would
Yeah,
date
he
him.
can't act, but he seems lit. But this came up because
Don't
of the Red
see
Table
why you
Talk
always
thing.
gotta go left.
I'm
But
just
okay.
saying. I'm just saying. But like that was the conversation up there. It was about when acknowledging what you like and what you don't like and talking to your partner about it, but also being comfortable enough to have that conversation with them. Because they
Yeah.
were like, and a lot of what Jada was talking about that got blown completely out of proportion was that she was talking about how difficult it can be to talk about sex, like with your
Yeah, it
partner,
can
like
be.
because everybody might not have that level of comfort. And then if what you're saying is going to be opposite of what that person's been doing, you probably concerned that you might hurt their feelings. But it should be an open forum. Like you tell me what you need, I tell you what I need, and we just do this thing. But yeah, and that's what she was talking about. Just a conversation about how difficult it can be. She has since responded to a lot of you haters and said, you know, since I got time, Will and I have not ever had an issue with sex.
Okay. What you say? First of
They
all,
might have had some issues with other stuff, but it won't that. But
right. And I can see it being hard. I think as I've gotten older, it got easier. Like in my 20s, there was a lot of stuff
yeah,
that
because
didn't make me
as you
happy that
get
I just
older,
let
you
drop.
if you making time for sex in your busy life, it better be good. So you're
Yeah.
like, well, you
Hello.
don't be wasting my time. So here
Hello.
it is.
In game better be strong.
So no, but what was I about to say? Like one thing that they were talking about up there is people being scared to venture into new territory when it comes to stuff. Specifically, they're talking about some guys that this was on Let's Talk, bro. They were talking about guys being fearful of trying certain things because they society has painted the picture that whatever that thing is like um feminine, it's gay, whereas and it's like I've always been a firm believer if you whatever you're doing with your partner, that's y'all. Like it don't mean that you want to go out here and do anything else. You just have a level of comfort with this person because you may not ever do any of these things with anybody else. But your
Right.
level of comfort is at that level with this person for you to be able to communicate things that you like or would love to try that you normally wouldn't like because that's something that you usually end up finding yourself doing with somebody that you really care about because you're like this person makes me comfortable enough and trust them enough that I will consider trying something that I've never done before. So it was a whole very interesting conversation, and then it was talking about like I think women and how there are a lot of women who've never orgasmed during sex,
Oh,
and then
oh,
they don't know how to even communicate that that's what that is or all that kind of stuff. It's just interesting that
poor
these are
babies.
these are not conversations that people have. I feel like some of these
Yeah.
conversations are still conversations that people can have, like some parents can have with their kids, so that they don't think that sex is a scary thing because there's always that fear around sex because it's not hey this I'm informing you about sex but also I'm gonna exclude for
Oh,
the
I see
first
what you're
time
saying.
that
Yeah.
you can get pregnant because a lot of people like they'll talk to you about sex. I heard a lot of women say they'd be like my mom would be like don't get pregnant, like it goes straight to that. It's not obviously you don't want to encourage sex because pregnancy can come from it, but you
Right.
also shouldn't paint it in the picture that that's the only outcome that can come from this.
Okay, because let us not forget sex and STDs and or STIs, I should say.
Hmm. Yeah,
Because
babies
have you
can
really,
pop out of that
if
too,
you
but
haven't
plenty
caught
of
an
other things
STI,
can
did you
happen.
really have sex? If you've never caught an STI, have you really had sex? I mean, ain't nobody put you in the clinic. Uh, I'm joking. Like, so
I'm just
nobody had
checking
you
to see
down.
if I can come back.
So
Can I come
nobody
back?
had you at the health department. Nobody had you at the health department getting swabbed and poked and prodded and blood. Okay, bet. Y'all,
Yeah,
okay, y'all can
y'all
turn if
see,
y'all want to.
y'all. Can I come back?
Couple of y'all listening on antibiotics right now.
I cannot. I cannot.
Make sure you take food with it though, so you don't get sick. Um,
But
yeah, but no, you're right. A lot of people do like put that fear in, like it's like, oh,
yeah.
pregnancy is like the end game. It's like, yo, there's like real live like diseases, and some of them don't go away. Like, don't forget that
Hmm.
part. And some of them get stronger, and they get stronger in every way. So be careful. Be Was that lying though? Because they do get stronger. They got some of these ones. They look the antibiotics ain't gonna cut it. You gotta ride this one out.
I'm sorry. Can
I
we go
mean,
back?
I don't
Did
tell
you
you.
really just try to bust that note in the middle of?
The Tina
It's,
Turner song, and it gets stronger every day.
no,
I
but I'm
wasn't
talking
going.
about how you were having a conversation, and then you fit that into your story so that you can randomly sing and then continue on with words. Like,
But was it uncomfortable?
yeah, I'm still digesting how I feel. I'm still trying to figure that part out. So that was a lot for me. But a lot of this also came from there's a new show on Netflix that Gwyneth Paltrow, who has been recently known for having a perfume that supposedly smells like her cooch, um,
So did
has a
Erica Badu,
show.
didn't she?
I know, but Gwyneth started that mess. But why? Why? I don't understand. But so she has a new show on Netflix called Sex, Love, and Goop, which is like talking
The
about
goop part sounds gross.
yeah, Goop is a part of her brand. She has like a brand or something, and she's basically trying to say sex, love, and then combining it with the stuff that Goop is known for. But
Yeah,
yes,
goop
Goop
makes me
sounds
sound
like
like the
something that would make you.
Finnish.
Hmm.
Yeah, it sounds
Yeah,
gross. Like
but
it's
anyway,
yeah,
so
nasty.
they basically talk about opening up things with your partner for sex to learn more about them, to build that comfort level, and all the other stuff. And so I think that's why she ended up on Red Table Talk to kind of further discuss it. But for those who are interested, apparently there are five um,
Count them.
erotic blueprints. They're kind of like the five erotic blueprints are kind of like the love languages of sex, I guess. So there's five of those. They are the energetic, the
Would you read a book
sensual.
about sex?
Did I or would I?
Yeah.
I didn't read one about it, but I
Now I'm
would.
asking, would you?
Hmm.
I'm a hands-on learner.
Because yeah, I'd read something. This is a quick. I wonder if there's a book that this comes from. Because I'd read
Right.
it.
That's what I'm asking. When you said it, I'm like, oh, is there a novel in this?
Let me see. My Miss Jaya. Is it? No, let me type in a book. Let me see. Let me
You
see.
see
Let
what you
me
got. Oh.
see. I had to look it up, but someone named Jaya Ma apparently has done a lot of writing about sex life and erotic blueprints, and I think the erotic blueprint may be coming from her. Like maybe she started. I don't know, but we'll check. Yeah, because some of these are the things that they were talking about. But anyway, that's what prompted it. And so I was very interested in seeing having that type of conversation because I don't think Black people have just a regular like almost informative conversation about sex like that. And that's what made me enjoy the Let's Talk Bruh video segment. I saw it was four men who were just openly talking about aspects of sex and, you know, times where they felt the shame about it and everything. It was very enlightening. So it was like, if you haven't listened to that podcast, it is Let's Talk Bruh. It's really dope. Definitely check it
It's
out.
let's talk, bruh. That's how you say it,
Yeah.
bruh.
It's basically he's like a guy who's trying to dismantle a lot of the negative things that come from patriarchy. It's very interesting.
Ooh, do that.
Yeah, it's very like dope, very like informative, and just hearing how just so much out there that men don't talk about, but you could easily hear about on his podcast, which is cool. But yeah, that's all. I only wanted to talk about that. Well, I only wanted to talk about sex, but
Sex, sex, sleep. Mm, 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 mm,
but I thought it would be
mm.
interesting to have a conversation about that. But do you have anything for living while black today?
I mean, I've been black most of my life, so
Oh, oh, okay.
see what
Because
you should have did is because they both got a Hollywood Walk thing. I say you could have
well,
split
you wanted me
Regina.
to split it up. No,
Mm-hmm.
one thing
Mm-hmm.
I did
Split.
see, and it's kind of like this, but there was a post that went viral that was I thought was really cool. It was like a hospital that had dressed up the babies that were in there, like, but I think they were like a lot of
Did
them
they
were
dress
like
them like little
premature.
old people?
But they would like like they were some of them were like newborn, some of them were in like intensive care and stuff like that. So they're all different stages, whatever. But they would put them in little costumes. So like there's like someone who's dressed up as that snowman from Frozen, a movie I have not watched.
Oh, those
Um,
little yeah, he's cute.
and then I seen one. It was like the Dory from what is it? Finding Nemo. Yes, Finding Nemo. So I
Oh,
thought it was
one is
really cute that
UPS.
they
Oh,
did
I see a little UPS baby.
it.
Oh, they
I
so
think it's
cute.
really cute. And seeing how they were able to do some of the outfits, it was really cool. So if y'all haven't seen it, I'm
Oh,
sure
one
you can
is a
easily
little
find it
carrot.
online.
A
Yeah, a
little
carrot.
cow.
There's like a
Nemo.
the
A Boy
UPS
Scout.
guy. Wait till you get the football player. Football player is cute too.
That's funny. Yes.
But I just thought that was
The
really
little
cool.
peas.
And then all of y'all cute kids for Halloween, y'all got real creative with the costumes. But I don't have kids. So I just had to scroll and watch y'all on Facebook.
Oh, you watching little babies. They were so cute.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
look
she's
at
still
them.
stuck on the babies. But yeah, that's gonna
They
be
are
my
so
thing.
cute.
So we are at the end now. We made it to the end. Do you have anything you want to leave our listeners with today?
Again, I cannot stress enough. Do not let these men come up in your apartment all winter, ladies. Do not.
Hmm.
Again, nowhere in the Bible did it say Eve paid Adam's rent.
Well, this is not Eve pay Adam's rent.
I'm just saying.
Mine is nothing foolish this time
Oh,
because
surprise me.
I've been foolish. You called me out on it, so I'm not doing it. But I
Mm-mm.
did see this tweet that came out where someone said we're getting closer to the end of October, which means Mariah Carey is defrosting as we speak. And for some
Say
reason,
that.
that is
It's
so
all
funny.
I want.
And then
Mariah Carey really is like Christmas.
but I'm like, she only got one. She has that one big Christmas song, but then and that made her the queen of Christmas. Because
But that's all you need. Because soon as I hear that, and Donny Hathaway, as soon as I hear her, Donny Hathaway, and the Temptations, As soon as I hear in my mind, I'll be like, okay, it's Christmas. Then I'll hear da 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 da. So I hear and it's Christmas. I'm like, bet. And then I hear all I want. I'm all like, okay. Sometimes even Boys to Men. As soon as I hear I let it snow. See, I know how close it is to Christmas when they start playing Boys to Men. Like let it snow is more Christmas Eve. Calm your ass down. It's here. But Donny Hathaway and Temptations is more like, all right, we're getting there. It's more like the 20th to 23rd. And then Mariah Carey is just from November 21st to January 21st.
Now, Mariah Carey, it goes into almost like, yeah,
April.
yeah, like
Because for me,
why? I
I
don't
don't
get
get
it.
tired of that song. And what's
But
crazy is Bank of America opened up their Bryant Park Winter Village. Yo, y'all,
mhm.
this Winter Village is lit. I usually go to it. I can't wait. They'll give me a little hot cocoa with some peppermint in it. Whew. We'll be taking the chill out.
not
Whew.
not.
Hold my coffee mug. Yeah, tell hold my coffee mug.
I
My
cannot.
commemorative coffee mug. You are
I'm not. I can't. I can't. See, I'm not really big in Christmas. I'm definitely the
Grinch.
Grinch. I'm the Grinch. I was saying something earlier about when I was in school, grade school. I had to sing Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer solo from like kindergarten to the second grade.
The black version or the Hey Rudolph the Red. No, because I don't
No,
know that one.
I did. I started it off with the that what was it Dasher and Dancer and Prancer and Vixen, Comet, Cupid,
Oh, the
Donald, Duck.
classic one. See, I only
Yeah,
know the Temptations. Hey Rudolph, I won't you guide my sleigh? Hey Y'all know the Temptations version of Rudolph
I
the
do
Red-Nosed Reindeer.
not. I did not know that was a
I'm
thing.
not even surprised that you don't know it because there's a lot of black stuff that you've been in question for anyway. Tamika, come get him, okay? Please. But I know, hey Rudolph, won't you guide my sleigh? I like Christmas music.
I've literally
And
never heard that before.
My friend Jet, literally look it up to. Let me get you a link. My friend Jazz literally listens to the Christmas radio station. When I was in college, I used to always tease her about it, but I think I was always teasing her about it because I secretly liked it and didn't know how to embrace it. I couldn't come out as a
See,
Christmas, as
see,
a Christmassy. I don't
see,
even know how to call
I'm
myself.
just not. I really don't. I
You
don't.
really never
I'm
heard
not.
Temptations, Rudolph?
I've literally never heard that before. I'm about to go find it now. Let me see what
Oh,
this
no, I'm about to
is.
find it for you right now. I'm going to send you a link.
Temptations
Oh, I
Rudolph.
got it right here. You ain't even give me a chance to get it to you.
Oh, you're gonna? Well, I wasn't gonna play it out loud because I didn't want to
I wasn't playing it out
flag
loud. I mean,
YouTube or
well,
nothing.
it accidentally played out loud already. I was
Okay,
just
so here we go. Here we go. I'm listening to it now. I'm fast forwarding. Yeah, I've never heard this before. Oh God, we didn't even made it into the real song yet.
huh? Oh, but you know the Temptations. They start
Oh,
out.
okay.
The
So
Temptations make you
I have heard this before, but it does not
exactly
sound the same when it comes out of your
right
mouth.
because when you hear it make, but at the end they be all, "Hey Rudolph." I just imagine, "Won't you guide my sleigh?" I just imagine them
Yeah, yeah.
choreographer.
Once I got to when they started actually singing Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, I was like, okay, I've heard that. I have not heard what you did though.
Y'all know that part where he go, "Hey Rudolph." That's like the most soulful part.
I'm going straight to the
Hey
end
Rudolph
so I
was
can
more
find this
the way
part.
he said, "Hey Rudolph" made it feel like you're like that's how he said it.
Let's see.
It did.
Let me see. I'm okay.
Hey Rudolph, won't you
Okay.
guide my
This is
sleigh?
supposedly when this is happening. Okay. Okay, you did not sing it like him though.
First of all, yes, I
You
did.
did
You
not
can
because
negative
I was
today.
expecting him to
I
keep
don't
doing what
like
you
that.
did, and he did not do any of what you did.
He
All he
did say,
said was,
"Hey
"Hey
Rudolph," and
Rudolph."
you're off.
No, but
Right,
then everything you said
but
after that was not what came out of that man's
The
mouth.
rest of the Temptations in the background going, "Won't you guide my sleigh?"
No,
Like
and, and that song didn't even go that fast for it to always "Won't you guide my sleigh?" You going too
it
fast.
was. I'm not going too fast. Y'all put it on and tell
I'm
us in the
listening to him
comments because
now.
I know I'm doing right. Okay, he tried to tell me in here.
Mm-mm. Yeah, I'm not impressed by this song, so I think I'm okay with not having heard that one.
Wow,
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Mm. The
But
disappointment and hurt I think that I feel.
yeah, it is, and I just can't help it. That's just how I feel about Christmas stuff. I just don't, I'm already over the fact that they're commercials. So, but Ballhead Zay is bothering me again. We have reached the end of our episode. That's all I got.
Okay,
You want to leave them with anything? Nope. We good. We signing off.
That's it. That's all I got.
All right.
That's
Well,
all
ball
I
heads, we
got.
will talk to y'all next week. Bye.
Farewell.